Sure. It's obviously good to be back with the team this week. A little bit unexpected. It all came together at kind of the last minute. Had originally planned on and coming back this week 3 and preparing for Georgia, but glad I was able to get there. The guys played an outstanding game, and just the way they responded to me being back as part of the team was amazing. Just been really proud of the staff and the players and how they've responded to the adversity they've been shouldered with over the course of the last few months. I mean, this has been it's been going on for a while, and they've been dealing with a lot, and have just done an unbelievable job of how they've responded to the maturity that they've shown and the support they've shown to me and my family as we've gone through, the toughest time of our life. So really it was good to go out and get with them, but also to see them play as well as they did and get a win, which I know was just a huge burden off their shoulders. I know they felt like they needed to do that for me, and it's not the case, but I know that's what they felt. So it was really satisfying to see that get done. I thought we played a really good game, a complete game, and really good in all 3 phases, and stayed away from the big mistake, and were able to create turnovers and make some big plays. I mean, all the things that we preach, it was really a solid game. And for us to be on the road under the circumstances that we've been under, to get that win in that environment was really a big step for us moving forward. And we got a big challenge this week. Georgia is one of the best teams in the country, and we know what we're up against. We're going to go in there with a plan to win the game. I mean, that's going to be the goal, and that's going to be the plan. We know what kind of challenge that is, and just how well we're going to have to play to get that done. So the focus is going to be all week just on trying to get better and play our best ball and hope that we can capitalize on any mistake that they possibly make. But it will be hot and humid in Athens, and it'll be some really good players in red, and we're gonna have a huge challenge ahead of us.
Thanks, Coach. Our first questions come from Luke Matheson with the Red Wolf Report. Please go ahead, Luke.
Hey, Blake. First off, welcome back. Just want to ask you about Logan Bonner and Omar Bailey. Seems like those guys have really got a great connection going on this year.
Yeah, they do. I think it has a lot to do with just how much time they've spent together in the off season. They're both guys that you could always see doing extra work. They just have a tremendous amount of confidence in each other. I mean, Logan knows where Omar's going to be. Omar knows, kind of what kind of balls are going to come at him, and they've got some timing and comfort. And you see guys that are both playing at a really high level, but it goes back to the work that they put in. They've prepared for this. They've had two of those guys. They've had as good an off season as anybody's we've had, and since I've been here, they've prepared the right way. They're taking care of their bodies. They know the system really, really well in terms of what we expect, and you're seeing it out on the field, and hopefully we'll continue to see them just get even more and more comfortable as the season goes on.
Are there any updates on the status of Marcel and Dahu?
Just bumps and bruises. We'll see. I mean, I think everybody's just kind of day to day at this point, but nothing significant that we're that we would share with anybody at this point. Just kind of day to day football.
Okay. Final question for you. Just your thoughts on the job David Duggan did while you were away.
Just phenomenal. Told him this morning as a staff, thank you doesn't seem to be enough. That's a lot to shoulder. That's a lot of pressure to take on, a lot of little jobs, just the amount of media responsibility that added to his plate, the organization, and he's just one of those guys that if you give him a job, he's going to do it so thoroughly that he put countless hours and energy into it, and he took it personally. He didn't want to let me down, and there's no way he could have, but he spent an enormous amount of time to make sure that everything ran smoothly, and I think other than just coming up a little bit short against SMU, I cannot imagine that he or the team, could have handled what they've been put through any better. And the game is a game. Football's. I mean, I told them last night and again this morning, man. That game could have gone a million different ways. They've done everything right, and I've been really, really pleased that God brought good people in place for this time and exactly what we've been going through, and Dave Duggan is a great example of that.